Dungeon Master screens are useful in and of themselves, and you can buy different ones for different campaigns even, but what have I generally got on my own one? My DM screen is the standard starter set one, and I have covered this with the conditions from the Essentials kit. So prone, charmed, deafened, invisible, blinded, frightened. On the back I actually have combat step by step. This also came from the Essentials kit. It's just handy for newbies. Not that I don't think anyone really looks at it. When we need to look at the conditions, just take a glance at the front of my DM screen. And also, there's a little note here. Our critical hits means maximum damage dice, plus you roll the damage dice. A lot of the times, I think it's rules as written where you roll the damage and just double it, whereas we think that if you've done a critical hit, you don't just want to roll a 1 or 2 ones. That's such a letdown, so we guarantee that you get the maximum possible. If you've got a 1d8 weapon plus 3, that's 8, 9, 10, 11 straight away, plus you roll the d8 on top of the 11. So that a critical hit is always something reasonable. If you do XP, here's our XP table. Did you know there's actually a ruling for how many monsters you fight, and then it's split between how many players or NPCs are helping. That is in the rules, and this is just a handy little note to let us know. Oh, remember that. I have these scrolls to sell. Common, uncommon, rare, very rare, legendary. So yeah, it's just basically a second to third level spell scroll is classed as, or spell is uncommon, and a very rare spell is like levels 6 through 8. So if they want to sell a spell that they have a very rare between 5,001 and 50,000, I will literally ask Siri, and that will be choose a number between 5,001 and 50,000, and whatever number Siri comes back at random, that's how much they get in store. So it's just completely random and is quite fun, I would say. Possibly game ruining, but that's just more fun. So on the inside of my screen, on one end I have my list of names. Supposedly male names on one side, female names on the other. I just went like kind of alphabetical as I was looking on roll tables. Nothing too crazy. Standard middle. And on this side I have a little NPC help. This is the voices if I want a quick idea. Someone who speaks loud, someone who speaks croaky. That just differentiates the NPCs. So they're not all just me talking or failing to remember to do the voice I started with, which is very common. Moving this over, there are different types of NPCs. So you might want to create a guide, someone who shows you the shortcut. It's like the A to B, you need to get the story moving. That's it. The advancement NPC who has the plot hooks. Hey, there's a dragon, or you need to come and help me move this thing. I've got someone invading. He sort of pushes the story along. The rival, friendly competition. Maybe he tries to outfox the players. It's just different sort of thing. The mentor basically says what I want. The DM is the voice of the DM, and that says things to them that I would want to say in my voice, but can't or shouldn't. So you've got the long term, you've got support, and you've got comic relief. And that is pretty much what's on my DM screen. I hope this helped, and if anything here did help, then you know what to do. Please hit the subscribe button.